I'm sitting here in this really cool golf cart. Man, check this out. Freaking awesome. Over here in Brookhaven. I'll show you where I'm at. I'm just waiting for them to come open the building so I can do some cool golf cart stuff. I might go get some breakfast. Who knows? But anyway, man, we're just going to do a live real quick while I'm waiting, because I really do want to do these every day. I want to make this connection with you guys every day. And today is Matthew chapter 5, verse 4. And we'll go off memory, so bear with me. And it says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." And you know, there's a couple things that come to mind when I see this. You know, for one, mourning isn't forever. You know, and I feel like somebody out there that's going to be listening today is going to, and so I'll repeat this once I see people start to come in. But I know that people mourn because, you know, loss is a part of life. And too often, we decide we don't want to feel that hurt. We don't want to feel that pain. We want the pain to immediately go away and for us to go back to the baseline, happy-go-lucky, whatever it is we want to feel. And, you know, everybody has their own way of dealing with hurt and their own way of dealing with pain. And more often than not, that way of dealing with it is not always productive and constructive. A lot of times it's very destructive. A lot of times it's not a good way. You know, we'll take drugs, we'll drink, we'll, you know, use our favorite form of addiction to try and numb out, to keep from feeling the pain of loss. But when we take the opportunity to hurt, when we take the opportunity to feel pain, when we don't just push it away and act like it doesn't exist, or push it away and do everything we can to numb it out, something beautiful happens, especially when it comes to loss. I encourage you, if you're dealing with some kind of loss today, realize two things. One, it's not forever. And two, there's a purpose for it. There's a purpose for that pain. And you wouldn't be feeling that pain if you didn't love the person. And so, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Just take the time to, for one, be patient and let the pain do what it's going to do. Let the pain soak in and look for reasons to remember whoever or whatever it is you lost. Because, you know, loss isn't always a person. If you lose a job, if you lose an opportunity, if you work really hard for something and you lose that, man, there's loss, and you're going to have a mourning season to go through that. Let that emotion do what it's going to do, and don't run away from it. Whatever you do, don't run away from it. Take it, sit in it, and find peace in it. And this is what's going to happen. For one, you're going to realize real quick that there's a part of you that needs to feel that emotion in order to get over the pain that particular form of loss caused you. You know, like I put this into practice myself. This is how I learned this. This is how I understand this. When my best friend passed away, he died. He had cancer. He was a liver transplant patient, and you know, and it hurt so bad. But man, he succumbed to an infection and he died. He got some sort of lung sickness and he died. And instead of drowning out how much it hurt to lose my friend, I decided to take as much opportunity as I could to hurt for him. And this is how I learned this. I hurt for him as much as I could, because I wouldn't be hurting for one if I didn't care about him. If I didn't care about him, I wouldn't be hurting for long. And I remember what this verse said, what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 4, when he said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they're going to be comforted." And now, when I think about him, I don't cry, I don't fall to pieces. It doesn't hit me as emotionally hard as it used to, because that's what time does. That's what time and patience will do. But the comfort of remembering my friend and how much he meant to me, how precious his life was to me, and how much I meant to him. I mean, this dude was my ride or die, man. If God told me to go charge hell with a water pistol, Les would have been like, hey, man, I got the water. I'll bring the water, dude. You just tell me where to go. You know, man, me and him, we traveled all over the state of Mississippi, you know, working on this, getting trained for Celebrate Recovery and recovery ministry, and working Broken Chains. He's the reason Broken Chains came to this area. I wouldn't have been a part of it if it wasn't for him. And, you know, I'm at the point now when it comes to, you know, how I felt about Les and how when the mourning was over, the comfort came. I'm comforted in knowing that he's in a beautiful place. He's in a beautiful place. I'm comforted in knowing that one day I'll get to see him again. I'm comforted in knowing that I have all these wonderful memories that I will be able to carry with me for the rest of my life. You know, recently in my life, there's another thing worth mourning. You know, for the last 4 years of my life, I've been working with a company called Lone Wolf Blues, Harmonica Effects. And just like everything else, you know, there's a season for change, and you know, things come and things go. And you know, the economy hit hard, and Randy had to make some business changes. And so my work has been slowly drying up, and he's been trying to keep me afloat as long as he can. And man, lo and behold, man, a business opportunity popped up. What's up, yo? Hello, Puppet VR. A business opportunity came up for me to learn how to work on golf carts, like the one I'm sitting in now. I'm going to get to learn how to work on these and be a service manager for this company. That would have never happened if I would have held on to that, you know, and rebelled against that change that was inevitably coming in my life. You got to let things come and go like breath in your lungs, and don't be afraid to mourn. Don't be afraid to mourn. And so, although me and Randy's, you know, although our relationship is changing, man, it's changing in a very good way, where he's moving on with his life and his business, and I'm moving on with my life and learning a new trade and learning new things. And I'll still get to do work for him because I really love doing it. I love the fact of knowing that, you know, those of you who play harmonica are probably playing on something I made. If you use effects, you're probably playing with something I made. And I take a lot of pride in that because I work so hard. And hey, you know, man, maybe he might get slow again, and maybe he might get tied up again and need some extra help, and hey, he knows where to find me. And I say all that to say this: blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Do not be afraid to mourn. Do not be afraid to hurt. Look that thing in the eyes and feel it with everything in you. Feel it in such a way where it's not destructive towards who you are and what you are. And watch God bless you for it. And so with that, I'm going to sign off for today. I love you guys. Remember that you're not stupid. You're not a mistake. And just because you make mistakes doesn't make you a mistake. And your life is worth living, and you bring value into the world just by being who you are and what you are. And don't be afraid to learn and grow and become the person you were created to be. Look for your potential. Chase after it. Love you guys. Later.